on Hagley Road, there's 3 hours before the Pope is due to arrive, and already the crowds are gathering. The Pope is a great supporter of Newman, particularly for the studying that he did. One of Newman's famous poems, Dream of Gerontius, was set to music by Elgar, and it was performed at the Town Hall as well as at the Arts Festival at Ex-Cathedra earlier this week. TNT was there. Here with the flags is where Newman lived between 1852 and 1890. The crowds were just as huge in August 1890 for Cardinal Newman's funeral. While the crowds are waiting, at least they've got something to read. People are keeping updated on what's happening at Crofton Park using modern technology. This kind of technology certainly wouldn't have been around during Newman's time. Now, here are some of the latest scenes from Crofton Park.
Cardinal John Henry Newman, priest of the congregation of the Oratory, shall henceforth be invoked as blessed, and that his feast shall be celebrated every year on the 9th of October.
The Pope was presented with a cross based on the one found in the Staffordshire hoard.
This folded cross was probably used on the altar. When it was discovered, it was crumpled and no longer holding any of its garnets. However, an artist's impression gives an idea of what the cross would have looked like. This replica was made in the jewellery quarter and will be presented to the Pope. You're watching a TNT News special, and here are some of the latest pictures from our cameras along the Hagley Road.
Last night, the night before the Pope's visit, important people met at the museum to see an exhibition about Newman.
The main attraction is Cardinal Newman's robe, which dates back from 1879. Next we have the crozier, which has semi-precious stones and dates back from 1880. And finally, his pectoral cross and chain was made in the late 19th century.
One of the guests was Jack Sullivan. He was cured after a back disease after praying to Cardinal Newman. And earlier, he spoke to TNT.
And I prayed to Cardinal Newman. And I was very sick at the time. And the following morning I woke up and I had no more pain than as before. I was in a great deal of pain.
This is what led to the Pope's visit to beatify Newman. Some of his interview was shown on Central News.
He came to Birmingham and said Mass at the Oratory, Cardinal Newman's church, and told local school children about what he believed to be his miraculous cure.
You're watching a TNT News special. TNT has been to the place in Oxfordshire where Newman became a Catholic.
He was here 4 years in this building. He lived here. This was Newman's own desk. So here he would write books, translate books and study many hours.
This is Trinity College, Oxford. Newman came here in 1817, where he was a successful student. He later worked as a tutor and began researching religious documents.
And now, as the Pope comes down through Hagley Road, here is the scene from our camera at the Ivy Bush.
Pope is now going into the Oratory for a private visit. This is part of the Oratory is a memorial church to Cardinal Newman. It opened in 1909. Now the Pope is heading to the crowd where the Oratory children will have been waiting for hours to see him.
So now the Pope is leaving for Ascot and the helicopters swirl overhead. A great privilege to be there.